New moon in Cancer happening on July the 5th of 2024, coming at you from the watery scene over here to honor this very beautiful energy of Cancer. Now, Cancer, this feminine energy, has a lot to teach us about how to be strong and soft at the same time, because Cancer the crab, hard on the outside, soft and mushy on the inside. So in this video, I'm going to share about the 5 things that you need to know, the 5 energies on how this energy affects you, how you can work with it to manifest your dream reality. So if you're into any of that, keep on watching. Welcome back, my love. This is Tina Wong, and on this channel we talk about channel messages, divine guidance, how you can step into your truest and highest destiny path, spirituality, and all the fun stuff. So if you guys are into the vibe, you like it real, you like it raw, you like it punchy, well, this is, the vibe for you. So please subscribe, like, and comment if there's something you like to say. So number 1, okay, the first way on how this moon affects you, I'm going to go through the 5 ways. I'm going to be sharing something really exciting happening on July the 7th, okay? You and I are going to do something really special, so stay tuned. So the first way on how this moon affects you is that you need to know that this is in the sign of Cancer. This cardinal sign of Cancer, do not mistake it for being soft and sweet and only that, okay? Cancer is not weak. Cancer is nurturing, Cancer is caring, but Cancer is not weak. Okay, so for those of you who have Cancer in your chart or know someone with Cancer, let me know down below. When it comes to when it comes to the energy of being nurturing and caring, we have to start from the self. Okay, so that's why I want to bring it here from the top to you to remind you that sometimes we just need to let loose, okay? We just need to really connect with our inner child. We need to connect with what brings us joy, how we can care for ourselves, okay? Self-love, self-care, think bubble bath, okay? Think hot tea, think girl night in with yourself or with your bestie, right? Think all things cute, soft, feminine, being at home, being cozy by the fireplace, stuff like that, okay? So this is the time where you can think about, okay, am I overworking? Am I overdoing things? Am I not having enough time for myself? Am I not treating myself kindly, compassionately? So first and foremost, I want to get this out of the way that this is the time where you want to step into that energy, okay? And how you step in that energy is not like a masculine in, it's more like it's more like a leaning back, it's more laying, here it's more of a softening, which we'll get into, okay? So number 2, the number 2 way on how this moon really affects you. The number 2 way here is your connection with water, okay? As you can see, okay, this is no accident. And actually, funny story behind why this is the scene is I was taking a bath actually, and then I was thinking about making this video for you guys, and I was just so tired because I had a really long day. One of my childhood best friend, she's a Cancerian that just came over, and then I was thinking you know what, why don't I just have the video here, make the video here instead of going to my usual place. So I was like, this is perfect. So when it comes to tapping into your connection with water, this is your connection with your intuition. This is your connection with yourself. This is your connection with spirit, okay? Water has a lot to teach us. Water, okay, you think about the shape of water. Water takes form where the hard things are, okay? So thinking about water in this tub, it takes shape of the tub. Water in this cup, it takes shape of the cup. And the water within you, okay, your spirit, how you're being conditioned, okay? Who are you? How do you define yourself, okay? Are there parts of you that it just, oh, this is me? Or what is, what are you? What is you? Right? Is it because you were conditioned? What if you were born in another country, right? Have you thought of that, right? If you were born in another country, if you speak another language, would you think differently? If you grew up with different parents, would you behave differently, right? Would you choose things differently? So this is a time where your conditioning, your programming, your past pattern, especially when it comes to family, because Cancer is huge with family, which I'll get into, and I'll share with you the special surprise really soon, so stay excited. The energy here of family and thinking about how you became the person that you are is going to be really highlighted and spotlighted during this time. Thinking about new moon, okay? New moon, you cannot really see it, it's not there, right? It's a time of manifestation, which I will make a separate video on, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But the energy here is like you can recreate yourself from literally nothing, from darkness. So think about, okay, if I erase all these conditionings that are not supportive and helpful, like maybe you grew up to be, thinking more pessimistically or more negatively or in more scarcity than you would like, okay? Because your truth is to be abundant, joyful, generous, etc., right? But your upbringing or your family is kind of like on the other side, right? So, and then how do you get out of it, right? You get out of it by deciding that, if these programs had the power to program and condition you, knowing that another set of programs have the same effect, okay? And these are the programs where you need to program yourself, okay? Where you need to start thinking like, okay, who do I want to be? What do I need to change? What do I need to discard? And how can I reinvent myself, okay? New moon is amazing for that. So this is why I love to invite you to the 7/7 portal activation with me, the energy activation, the grand awakening, and reclamation of self. So if you know that you're ready for that brand new beginning, join the masterclass. It is free, and I love to give that gift to you because you deserve it, baby. Link is down below. Get it before it's all full, because it gets full of these things, okay? Number three on how this moon affects you is definitely about family and kids, okay? So two things. When it comes to family, children, stuff like that, first thing I want you to think about is what kind of family do you want, okay? How do you feel about having a family? How do you feel about marriage? How do you feel about children? How do you feel about, life partners, stuff like that? Because sometimes we think this is what we want, or we think this is what we don't want, because of our fear rather than what is our true desire. What I mean by that? What I mean by that is, for example, for the longest time, I really rejected the idea of marriage, okay? I really rejected the idea of even kids. It's like, ew, I don't want that, And none of that was true, Recently, when I really clear that and really go deeper into why do I believe that? Why do I really repulse about these things? It's because I was scared. I was scared that maybe I might not have the perfect happy ending that I so want. I'm scared that, maybe it won't be what people portrayed it as, like maybe what I think is too optimistic or whatever, right? So, and then I realized that it's the exact thing that I want. I actually want marriage and I want kids. But I was saying that I don't want it for the longest time because actually it was driven by fear, and it wasn't my truth. My truth is I want a family, I want a home, I want the kids, years from now, not now, but stuff like that. So think about, what is it that you truly want? Okay, what is it that you're scared of having? What is it that you want is motivated by truth, or is it by fear or conditioning? Because sometimes we are conditioned by our parents to go for the rich man, go for the woman who is XYZ, go for the, whatever type. But is it true? Is that what you like? Okay, do you even like those kind of men, or do you like those kind of women, or whatever, right? Really ask yourself, what do you really want? Like, what is true for you? If you follow me on my Instagram at TinaWong000, I recently asked you a question that it's not about what's right or what's wrong, but it's about what's true for you. Okay? Who cares about what Kate thinks over there, what Joe believes over there, what Kathy, really, hardcore believes over here? It doesn't matter. It's about what you believe. It's your life, right? And what you get to have, and your path is unique and different, right? And true to you. So start thinking about what's true for me, okay? Do I want kids? Do I want, not want kids? Stuff like that. Okay, and the second part here of this is about connecting deeper with your family tree. So this is the time where you can be feeling like, okay, I'm feeling called to get to know my family more, connect with them more. Maybe they need me. Maybe I've been running away from them. Maybe I've been saying like, oh, they are big bad wolves and I don't want to like deal with it. But inside I know, because I'm scarred and I'm traumatized and I haven't healed some things. Okay, so this is a beautiful time for healing, which I'll tell you more about in the point number 5. Okay, so let's get into some healing. Let's get into some reflective energy. Let's think about what you really want, what's true for you, what are you running away from, what are you afraid of. Okay, share with me down below what's coming through for you. Number 4, the 4th way on how this moon affects you and how you can work with this really, really beautiful energy is softening. Okay, so as we were saying, Cancer the crab, outside hard, inside mush. Okay, soft. So this is the time where you want to take note and realize that maybe you've been hard, okay, on the outside. Where is it in your life that you feel like you've been putting up that crab shell, to protect yourself from love, okay, aka pushing love away? Okay, my love, where is it that you've been pushing romance away? Where is it that you've been pushing love away? Can you see the patterns? Okay, for me, in my romantic patterns personally, I had that tendency of putting my past partner with expectations that they can never meet. It's like I'm setting them up to disappoint me because, there is this subconscious belief that I had that, men can never, okay, they can never match up or whatever, like they can never be that person for me, because in my personal life, I felt really disappointed in the men in my life. So now I am perpetuating that disappointment onto my past partners. So now I want you to think about, how are you pushing people away? How are you setting people to disappoint you? How are you setting yourself up to be heartbroken? Okay, I know these are some sensitive topics, and that's why we're having a conversation here. Okay, and to get really honest with yourself and get really vulnerable. This is a time for that. It's a great time for intuition. Your intuition is going to be speaking really loudly to you. So listen, okay, and the other thing here is when it comes to love and romance. If you say you want love and romance or you want a really healthy relationship, it has to start with you, honey. Okay, it has to start with you feeling into how are you pushing the love away. I want you to think about in which ways, maybe you can start journaling this, in which way you are hardening and in which way you can soften a bit more. Okay, you can relax, you can ease, you can love a bit more. Okay, I'll talk more about this and we go deeper in this in the 7/7 portal activation. And of course, if you haven't signed up yet, make sure you can sign up in the link down below. And also, number 5, most important in my opinion, is this is a really beautiful time for mother healing or the feminine energy healing. Okay, Cancer, beautiful maternal energy. So a lot of the energy around your mother, your grandmother, the feminine energy in your family can be really highlighted right now. You can be thinking about how you might resent them, or you might still have some healing to do, or it's time for you to love them up, or maybe there are things that you're ready to express, or maybe there's things that for you to like really look at. So this is the time where you want to think about, how much do I feel like I'm influenced by the woman in my family, right? Thinking about, remember the shape of water. How are you the person you are today? Are there any beautiful traits you picked up and you're really proud of? Maybe your mother was really generous and you love that. Or maybe your grandmother is someone who's very happy and joyful and think really good things of people, and maybe you picked that up from her. Okay, let me know what you picked up from the mom and the grandmas and the feminine figures in your family. Think about how have you been avoiding certain things about yourself. Okay, how are your feminine wounds? How are you covering them up? Okay, maybe you have a deep need for affection, deep need for love, deep need for intimacy, deep need to have a family even. But then somehow you're like, oh, screw this, screw that. Like you're trying to brush it off. You're trying to make a joke about it. You're trying to like pretend you don't care. but you know that these things matter to you. You know that you really do want kids. You know that you really do want to have not just someone, hot and handsome like you tell your friends, but you really want your life partner, You really are ready for that. So this is a time for deep reflection, relationship, healing, intimacy with yourself, intuition, all of that. So if you feel called to, go and connect with water. It's going to be a good time to connect with water. Maybe there's a certain teas, water drinks speaking to you, certain places with water, lake, I don't know, ocean, whatever. Just go there and really connect with that. And for those of you who really want to go deeper in this, remember Masterclass 7/7 portal down below, July 7. I will see you there. If you got anything from this, like this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to be a part of our fam. And of course, let me know what you feel in the comments below. You guys know I love you. And I'll talk to you soon.